All right, what's new is new. Back with some more picks for you today. Let me turn the AC off in my car. I want all that noise in this, but yesterday went really well. Once again, man, that's 4 straight days. Perfect. Haven't missed a pick in 4 straight days, man. Absolutely insane. I believe that's 18 picks now in a row that I've gotten correct on this channel. And that now my record's 19-4. I mean, great record, but I want more. I want a better record. I want 5 straight days perfect. So I'm gonna try to keep it going. So yeah, man, some games today that I'm looking at picking, but I'm not. The Houston Rockets versus Knicks. Obviously, I would love to take the Knicks here. Last night I checked and the spread was -8 for the Knicks. And I should have honestly pulled the trigger right then, but now the spread's up to 11. And honestly, I don't know, man. I feel like that's pretty steep. The Knicks should win this game. They blew the hell out of them last game that these two teams played. But I think just plus 11, I think that's kind of steep. And then with how Kevin Porter's been playing, he just dropped 50. I could see him, possibly going off again. And I could see definitely the Knicks should win this game, but I think just 11 steep. As a Knicks fan, what I'm saying, I could live with if I don't bet with it and they just win anyway. If they blow the hell out of them and I missed the opportunity to pick them, I'll live with it because I'll be happy regardless. So, I mean, it's a game I would consider. I would definitely consider, picking the Knicks. But me personally, I'm going to just stay away from it and just watch it as a fan. And then also, I was thinking of picking the Kings versus the Mavericks. Now, I was thinking of picking the Kings plus the points. The current spread is plus 5.5. The Dallas Mavericks are coming off a back-to-back, so it's making me feel good about it. The Kings do play well against the Mavericks for whatever reason. I believe they're like 7-2 versus the Mavericks since they've had Luka. So they do play well against the Mavericks. But I'll tell you what, man, the Kings have always been just an iffy team for me. They make absolutely no sense on when they show up and when they don't. They just got blown the hell out of the water against the Jazz. They lost by 50 points. Then they come out the next night and beat the Lakers with LeBron and AD. They don't make any sense to me, man. So who the hell knows what's gonna happen with them? And honestly, I just refuse to have my streak broken by the damn Kings, bro. I always lose on Kings games, whether I pick against them or for them. So this is just a personal thing for me. I'm staying away, but I would have went with the Kings. But for the games I am picking, first of all, we have the Philadelphia 76ers going to San Antonio to play the Spurs. Spurs obviously coming off of that, I don't know if it's historic, but I'll say once in a lifetime 35-point deficit with Jason Tatum dropping 60 on them. I mean, I could definitely see picking the Spurs here just because, they came off of that loss. That is absolutely insane. You would think they would come out fired up, ready to play. They have Coach Popovich. And how did Coach Popovich really, let that happen? You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best coaches of all time, man. And when I was watching the tail end of that game, I didn't watch the whole entire game, but I watched, the end of the fourth quarter and overtime. How you just letting Jason Tatum get the ball like that freely and letting him go one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? That was really mind-boggling to me. I could see the Spurs coming out here ready to play and, possibly even winning the game or covering. But I just think the 76ers right now are too good. Both teams are obviously playing for something. The Spurs are in that tight playoff race. They're currently 9th in the West. They're a game back from the Grizzlies, who lost last night versus the Magic. And what a shot that was by the Magic. Cole Anthony hit that. Great shot by him. But yeah, so the Spurs are obviously playing for something. And then the 76ers, even though their playoff berth is already secured, they're making the playoffs, they're going to be a top seed, but they want that number 1 seed. You know what I'm saying? They're currently half a game out from first, and they would absolutely love that top seed because they are an amazing home team. I know that they're on the road on this game, but the big motivation for this game for them is securing that home court advantage to the majority of the playoffs, man. Obviously, if they play a team with a better record than them in the finals, they wouldn't get home court advantage. But throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs, they would have home court advantage through every series if they got that top seed, and that's huge for them because they're an amazing home team. They've only lost 5 games at home, so that would be major for them if they can get that first seed. So they should come out here to play. Ben Simmons and Embiid will both be playing, so that's great. I feel pretty good about that one. I could see the Spurs winning or covering, but I'll live with it if they do. So the spread is currently plus 5 point or minus 6.5 for the 76ers, but I actually ended up picking this last night when it was only -5. So I'm gonna be picking the 76ers here -5, and that'll be my pick for that one. We'll see what happens. Then we have the Hornets versus the Heat. Hornets will be at home, Miami on the road. Both teams coming off a back-to-back. Both teams are in playoff contention. Both teams are at the bottom of the Eastern Conference playoff standings. I believe the Heat are at 7, and then the Hornets are at 8. Both teams need every game. And this is a pretty straightforward play here. I think both teams could win this game. I think the Heat are a slightly better team, especially when the Hornets don't have Gordon Hayward. But I could see the Hornets winning this game. They just got LaMelo back. The Heat are on a road back-to-back. That can be tough. I could definitely see the Hornets winning this or possibly covering. So with the points, I'm going to just take the points. It's currently at plus 5.5 for the Hornets. I'm going to pick up a point to make it plus 6.5. That's going to be my pick, hoping that they can come through for me. Pretty straightforward pick. I'll live with a loss here. And then we had the Blazers versus the Celtics. Right now, it's currently minus 1.5 for the Blazers, and that's likely because it just now came out that Jaylen Brown's going to be questionable. He obviously wasn't his best self in that, the Spurs win. He didn't really shoot too well, but he did hit that big shot at the end. But yeah, with the ankle injury, I have a feeling he doesn't play in this one. That's just my feeling. I think they give him at least, a game to get that better and, recover. So, but he could play. And if he does play, I still live with the pick. I can still see the Blazers winning. They're very hot right now. They've won 3 straight. Damian Lillard is starting to, get into his form. He had a big game last game. He was hitting half-court shots, man. He's looking like himself again. So I think he can keep it rolling tonight. If Jaylen Brown doesn't play, I feel really good about this pick with the Blazers winning. If he does play, I could still see the Blazers winning, but then it becomes like a 50-50, and I'm just hoping for the best. So with that being said, I'm not going to play the points here. I'm not going to, do minus 1.5. I'm going to just take it money line. So I'm going to do the Blazers money line. That will be my 3 picks for the day, and we'll see what happens. As always, you can see my current record in the description of every video. And stay safe. Good luck with all your bets. We'll see what happens.